Welcome to 645 Lisbon Road in Lisbon Falls, Maine. This 1,000 square foot, 3-bed, 1-bath home sits on 0.51 acres and is very conveniently located approximately 20 minutes from Lewiston, 20 to 25 from Thompson and Brunswick, and within 45 minutes of Augusta. Also, it's about 30 minutes from Portland, so Lisbon has turned out to have a very burgeoning real estate market this year. It's a very affordable town, offers a lot of amenities that you'd be paying close to well over $300,000 for in Portland proper. This home is a turnkey property. It's been completely redone inside, floors, kitchens, bath, leaving some original touches intact, with an eye of trying to keep the original charm of the turn of the century construction style. And as you can see as I pan around a little bit, it's very similar to the other houses in the immediate area. This area is known as Lisbon Falls. It's part of the town of Lisbon. It has its own zip code. I compare it to Sanford and Springvale. Springvale is a village, but it has its own zip code, but it all comes under the administration of the town, of the city of Sanford. I grew up in this town, and I grew up on this side of town. When I was in high school, kids that grew up in the Falls, as we called it, were probably more identified with Brunswick, which is where we used to go when we had shopping to do or wanted to go hang out or whatever. And the kids in the Lisbon Village side, which is about 5 miles up the road, identified more with Lewiston. Just doing a panorama. This is Route 196 that I just panned over, which is the main artery between Lewiston and Thompson. Also leads to the Interstate 295 exit in Thompson, which is the quickest way to get to Portland, although there are some other routes as well. I'm going to walk around here a bit and show some of the other features of the home, and then we'll go inside momentarily. This building has been in the Sellers family for the better part of 50 or 60 years anyway. Probably longer than that, I believe. I went to high school with the current owner. She was a couple years ahead of me in school, and her dad deeded it over to her back in, I believe, in the 90s. Paved driveway. Small deck on the rear. I'm just coming around to the back. As I said, it's 0.51 acres, but it slopes, it flattens out down below, but it's mostly wooded. And abuts an apartment complex down way out of sight behind those trees, but there's nothing going to be built in behind you here. There's no way anybody can bring it up just because of the land use that's going on there now. Let's have one small detached one-car garage. I'm walking in here. Again, not suitable if you're driving a 1-ton pickup truck, but just about anything else would work. This may seem like a mundane point, but one thing I commented on the first time I came here, I seem to have gotten almost every cement pad in an older garage I've run into lately has got cracks in the floor and upheaval and really needs to be jackhammered up and re-poured. This is not the case here, as you can see. Nice and flat, nice and even, no real issues. And some bit of storage up over the top. Back outside, we're going to be going in the back door. I'm a traditionalist when I do these, and most people in Maine never go through the front entry. They always come in through the back door. Right in the immediate entry, I'm panning around here. I'm trying to get the camera angle as wide as I possibly can. This entry is also the laundry area, back up here. And flooring is brand new. This has all been freshly painted. And just slowly panning up to show the ceiling. Nothing spectacular, but this is all... She kept as much of the original design intact as she possibly could. Coming back here, this is kind of an unheated shed area, and this leads off to the deck outside. That leads to the basement. We'll get to that in a momentarily. Again, eye to detail, kept these glass doorknobs intact all the way through. And we come off the back porch into the kitchen. Panning around. The stove and the refrigerator are brand new, never been used. I'm going to pan up and show one of the details I like. I personally like older houses better than brand new ones, and this one's got some features that you see in a lot of them. I'm going to go back to normal aspect on here. That metal ceiling is original to when the house was built in the early 1900s, and it's very common to see these rusted out and falling and flaking paint and other unattractive features of unattractive neglect, I guess, for lack of a better word. This is not the case here. The cellar has, these cabinets are pretty much original to the construction, or at least at some point these were installed. These are not new. Older Formica, that's an original sink, although the faucets have been changed out. Other additional features, you basically have a cutting board back in here. You basically take that out and put it on the countertop, do your work, and then put it back in. Coming back around this one, I'm going to try to stay out of the mirror, but we've got this kind of attractive little storage area. Oops. Almost looks like a medicine cabinet, but it's a good, small spice rack. Moving off to this side, we're going to go look at the bathroom. New beadboard in the shower, updated toilet tank and vanity, and then more closets, kind of towel storage over here. Fresh painted, new lights over the medicine cabinet. See, there's again, more storage for the bathroom. There are several of these stained glass windows throughout the house. Again, very common thing back in the day. When this house was built, it was just something to make the place look a little bit more fancy. Gonna go from the kitchen. And now we're into, I'm calling this the dining room. Very nice hardwood floors. They've got honest wear to them, but have been refinished. Very bright and sunny. This leads over to, again, actually, I think this is probably really was the dining room when the house was built. This is a little interesting in this one. There obviously had been an area rug of some sort down here, because the interior boards, as you can see, I haven't got the wear that the outside ones did, so they're kind of a two-tone coloring. And then moving on ahead, and this would be the living room proper. Again, more stained glass on the front. I've jumped ahead and gone to the back to portrait again, just to show the front entryway. Goes out through the front door. And just to pan around, one more stained glass piece, and moving on upstairs. Largest of the three bedrooms just immediately to the right as you come up the stairs. Maintaining the hardwood up here. Bedroom number 2. Off to bedroom number 3. And behind the Alice in Wonderland sized door, we lead out into a whole entire unfinished attic area. This could be made more living space, or possibly the dorm room windows, but you certainly have more room to be creative with this space out here to get more square footage. Okay, finishing our tour, we're now down in the basement. I'm at the foot of the stairs now. Electric hot water heater. Not a whole heck of a lot to say about it, except that we do have a forced hot air heat. I'm not going to try to pull the top off, but that's an old slate set tub. Okay, we're still continuing on with the basement here. Not a whole heck of a lot to see. It's about a 4-year-old furnace, forced hot air. And I'm just panning around. So it's a basement. It's a functional basement. I will point out this is a 100 amp panel, and there's room for more slots in here if necessary. Wiring has been upgraded to the extent that, if I can find them, here we go. The holes show where the knob and tube used to be, and the owner had all of that cleared out, so we don't have any issues with knob and tube or defective wiring. Okay, finally finishing up back outside at 645 Lisbon Road, Lisbon Falls. To summarize, this is a 1,001 square foot home, 6 rooms, 3 beds, 2 baths, hardwood floors, turnkey condition, over a half acre of land, and ready for you to move into today. So give me a call. Thanks.